What up, YouTube? Maz here. What's going on, fellas? I want to do a quick video over the GP shift on this bike. It's come to my attention that people are not sure whether or not you can get GP shift without getting into the ECU on this bike. So I wanted to talk about it real quick because as y'all know, my bike isn't flash or tuned or anything yet. It's still stock. So I want to talk about the GP shift. So let's get into that. All right, so I have GP shift on my bike. I guess the question was, could you do GP shift without, or some people thought that you couldn't do GP shift without getting into ECU, and that's incorrect. This bike, I don't know the technical terms or whatever, you know, so I ain't a professional, but this sensor or whatever, it works both ways. So if you flip it on the outside, what I mean by that is, you see how I'm pushing down here, or say I push down and it's pushing it? That's because I have it flipped here. If I had it normal, if I was pushing down here, it will be pulling it. So that's the idea of this little sensor, is to push, pull, whatever, whatever. But essentially, it works both ways. So for you to be able to have GP shift, all you have to do is flip it. But I know, like in the 08, you don't even need to use aftermarket rear sets. You can literally take the linkage apart, flip it, right? Flip it and bolt it back up and you have GP shift. But now on these newer bikes, the frame is in the way of that. So it requires either aftermarket rear sets. And I know on the Gen 4, they made a little thing you could put on here. That it's like a little assembly, a knuckle assembly, that you can I'll probably link it for the Gen 4 people. That well, in Gen 4 you don't have a quick shifter, so you know that doesn't matter as far as the quick shifter. But essentially the knuckle pushes the rod out further and it clears the frame. You know what I'm saying? But on the newer bikes, the Gen from 2016 and up, they didn't make that little knuckle assembly, so you have to buy rear sets. That's why I got the Vortex rear sets. These rear sets are still from the previous gen, and they fit right on and whatnot. And then this is what allows me to do GP shift. So yeah, that's it. So you can do GP shift on a new bike, whether it be, you can do GP shift from a 2016 and up Zx10 by just getting aftermarket rear sets and not having to change anything in the ECU or anything like that. So, and I'm gonna crank it on for you. It's on the stands. I don't really like doing this, but so y'all can see the GP. Let me see. Let me crank this bad boy on. It's in first. Put it. See. See. And as y'all know, let me let it warm up. Let me let it warm up. So the bike's warm, so I'm gonna fly through a couple of gears so you can see me shifting GP style. And yeah, man. Hey, low key, that's hella dangerous. Don't do that. While the bike's on the stand, don't do that. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like up here or whatever. I mean, y'all get the gist. It's GP shift, nothing crazy or whatever. But whatever. First gear's up instead of down. Clutches out. Shift down. Downshift. Auto blip still works. Down, up, Same way. It's just GP shift. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, man. So yes, you can get GP shift without doing ECU flash or anything on your Zx10. This is the same, works for 2016 and up, so nothing new on the new one. These rear sets are from the previous gen, so the rear brake reservoir thing doesn't have a mount for it right here. So I went and put a zip tie on it. Because like I said, these are from the previous gen, so I guess they're slightly different. I don't have my old bike here to tell you exactly what's different, but obviously the old bike, I was able to mount this onto, I think, this last bolt, but on this bike it's different, so whatever, they still work, so yeah. But with that said, hopefully this video was a little informative, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.